Hello everyone, it's me Jacob, and today I'll be doing part 3 of my flag collection this week, which is showing 13 of my Canadian province flags. Yep, I'll be showing all 13 of my Canadian province flags. Yeah, I do have all 13 Canadian province flags, and I'll be showing them to you in this video. Yeah, because I said in my flag collection video, part 2 from last week, that I would be showing you my Canadian province flags. And that's what I'll be doing in this video. So yeah, let's get started. This is my Yukon flag. So yeah, this is my Yukon flag. It has a green stripe, a white stripe, and a blue stripe. And there's some kind of coat of arms, which I don't really know what it is. But but it's got the England flag on it with some kind of blue and white circle, and there's a husky right there. So yep, there is a Siberian husky right there. So here's my Yukon flag, and this is my New Brunswick flag. So yep, this is New Brunswick. Yeah, so this is the New Brunswick flag, and it has a red stripe, a yellow stripe, a blue stripe with a thin white stripe, and some kind of ship. So yep, there is some kind of ship right there. And there's some kind of animal. I think it might be a dragon or a lion. I'm not sure. But here's the New Brunswick flag. So, yep, that's the New Brunswick flag right there. And this is the Manitoba flag. So yep, this is Manitoba right here. And it has a red background, the Union Jack, and some kind of coat of arms with the England flag. I'm not sure what the coat of arms is supposed to be, but I think that's a bison right there. Yeah, I think it is a bison. Either that or it's a buffalo. I don't know. Yeah, it's either a bison or a buffalo. I'm not sure. I think maybe it is a bison. I don't know. But yeah, anyways, here's the Manitoba flag. So, yep, that's the Manitoba flag right there. And these are just 3 flags that don't stay straight. Yeah, 3 of these flags won't stay straight, which is really stupid and dumb. And these didn't come from the Flag Store website. But sadly, 3 of these flags don't. Wait, actually, these did come from the Flag Store website. Yeah, they did. Yeah, they actually did come from the Flag Store website. And, of course, they don't make some of their flags on there stay straight. So, I should have figured that these would be the 3 flags that wouldn't stay straight when I first got these for Christmas back in 2022. But, oh well. They are still cool flags to have, though. I've always wanted to get Canadian province flags, and I'm pretty happy that I got them for Christmas in 2022. Yeah. I could have gotten some more country flags for Christmas in 2022, but I wanted to get Canadian province flags, because those are flags I've been wanting to get for a long time, and I figured Christmas 2022 would be a perfect opportunity to get them, so I'm really happy I did that. But yeah, these are just the 3 flags that don't stay straight, but that's okay. 10 of my other Canadian province flags do stay straight, so I was just showing these ones first. Now that I've gotten those out of the way, I can show the 10 other Canadian province flags that actually do stay straight. So yeah. And this one is British Columbia. So yep, this is British Columbia right here. And it has lots of blue and white stripes, the Union Jack, and there's a crown and a sun right there. It's pretty crazy that the British Columbia flag is actually a combination of the United Kingdom flag and the Uruguay flag. So yeah, it seems to be a combination of the United Kingdom flag and Uruguay flag, because there's white and blue stripes there and a sun, which is what the Uruguay flag has, and the top part has the Union Jack flag, which is what the United Kingdom flag is, and it has a crown right there, because crowns are a part of British culture or something. Or maybe just because they have royalty in the United Kingdom, and so royalty usually wear crowns, so that's why there's a crown there. Which I guess makes you wonder why it's called British Columbia if it doesn't even have a part of the Columbia flag on it, and it has a bit of the Uruguay flag. So if anything, it should really be called British Uruguay, right? But yeah, here's my British Columbia flag. And this is my Alberta flag. So yeah, this is my Alberta flag, which has a blue background and some kind of coat of arms. And there's like some kind of river with leaves, a patch of grass, and 3 mountains. And there's the England flag right there. So it does have the England flag. And Alberta is my second favorite Canadian province flag. Mostly because it's blue, and I like blue, because blue is my favorite color. But yep, that's the Alberta flag right there. So, there's Alberta. And this is my Nova Scotia flag. So yeah, that's Nova Scotia, which has a white background, a blue cross, and a yellow shield with some kind of red creature on it. Yeah, I think it's some kind of lion or something. I guess that yellow shield with the red decoration and the red creature there. I think this is supposed to be like a bit of the Scottish Rempet flag or something. So, apparently they have a bit of that as the coat of arms for the Nova Scotia flag. So yeah, there's Nova Scotia right there. And this is Ontario. So yeah, this is Ontario. And it has a red background, the Union Jack, and some kind of coat of arms with the England flag right there. Yeah, I don't know what the coat of arms is supposed to be, but it does have the England flag right there. So there's Ontario. And it does look like the Manitoba flag too, except it has a different coat of arms. So there's Ontario right there. And this is Prince Edward Island. So yeah, this is Prince Edward Island, which has a red stripe, a white stripe, and lots of red and white, and lots of red and white stripe patterns, or whatever. And there's a patch of grass on the white stripe, with 4 trees, 3 little trees, and 1 big tree with acorns. And there's a lion on the red stripe. So yep, there is a lion on the red stripe, and it has blue claws and a blue tongue, which is pretty cool. So yeah, yep, and that's Prince Edward Island right there. And I like the red and white colors the flag has. Yep, I do like the red and white colors the flag has. So there's Prince Edward Island right there. And this is Saskatchewan. So yeah, this is Saskatchewan. And it has a yellow stripe, a green stripe, some kind of coat of arms, and a flower. So yep, there is a flower right there. Yep, there's a flower right there. So this is Saskatchewan. And this is Nunavut. So yeah, this is Nunavut, which I actually purchased on Amazon last year, in November of last year, because they didn't have one on the Flag Store website, so I just had to purchase one off of Amazon. But it is a cool flag to have, so I just knew I had to get one. So yeah, I just knew I had to get one, even if it wasn't on the Flag Store website. So of course I got it on Amazon. So yeah, here's my Nunavut flag. And it has a yellow stripe, a white stripe, a blue star, and I think they're supposed to be like dark red rocks. Yeah, I think those are supposed to be dark red rocks that seem to be forming like, I guess a T or something? I don't know. But yeah, this is the Nunavut flag. And I did used to have a homemade Nunavut flag too, which I just made out of fabric, tape, and a flag stick. But I didn't really like it, so I just decided to get rid of it. and replace it with an actual polyester made Nunavut flag from Amazon. So yeah, this is my Nunavut stick flag. And here's Northwest Territories. So yeah, this is Northwest Territories. And it has a blue stripe, a white stripe, another blue stripe, and some kind of coat of arms. So yeah, there is some kind of coat of arms right there. Yeah, this is the Northwest Territories flag, which is actually one of my favorite Canadian province flags, to be honest. Especially since it has two blue stripes. So yep, there's Northwest Territories right there. And this is Newfoundland and Labrador. So yep, this is Newfoundland and Labrador, which has a white background and four blue squares, or triangles, I mean, and two red triangles with no filling, and some kind of arrow or something that is white yellow with red outlinings. So yep, there's Newfoundland and Labrador right there, which is a pretty cool flag. So yeah, Newfoundland and Labrador, and last but not least, Quebec. So yeah, here's Quebec, which has a blue background, a white cross, and whatever this thing is. Yeah, I'm not really sure what it is, but they are white. So yeah, there's Quebec. And that's about it for part 3 of my flag collection, which was showing my 13 Canadian province flags. So yep, that's pretty much it for part 3 of my flag collection, which was showing my Canadian province flags. So yep, that's about it. So yeah, so I hope you enjoyed part 3 of my flag collection, which was showing my Canadian province flags. And if you enjoyed this video, make sure to give it a big thumbs up if you enjoyed it. And also, which of these flags are your favorites? Yeah, which of these flags are your favorites? Make sure to comment down below which of these flags are your favorites. My favorites, of course, are Nunavut, Quebec, Northwest Territories, Alberta, and Ontario, and Yukon. Those are my favorite Canadian province flags. So, make sure to comment down below which of these flags are your favorite. And, yep, that's about it for part 3 of my flag collection, which was showing my 13 Canadian province flags. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys tomorrow, because tomorrow's April Fool's Day, and I want to get something out on April Fool's Day, of course, as well as Easter Sunday, which is coming up in 5 days. So there'll definitely be something up on Easter Sunday too, and April Fool's Day. Then there'll be a regular video on next week on Tuesday. So, yeah. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys tomorrow with an April Fool's Day video, and a video for Easter Sunday too. Then there'll be a regular video on Tuesday. So yeah, goodbye everyone. See you next time.